Dracula.
This is one of the...
There's definitely a lot of history on this one, huh?
There is.
I mean, sir, Canary Castle was the main fortress of Count Vlad Tepes. It's also believed that the horrific story of Vlad's life were the inspiration for the character Count Dracula. Vlad was kept in captivity for several years by the Turkish Empire and tortured using numerous techniques. Vlad would later wage battles against a larger Turkish army, and as an intimidation tactic, he took 20,000 Turkish prisoners, impaled their bodies with large spears, and stuck them in the ground like trees, earning him the nickname Vlad the Impaler. Long walk, but certainly worth it. We made it.
This is unbelievable.
There it is. Hi, I'm Rob.
Hi, Bogdan. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Andy.
Bogdan, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. GHI seems to deal with paranormal from a scientific point of view, and me being rather skeptical, I'd like to see a scientific proof. I would be very intrigued to see exactly what they come up with. Welcome to the Fortress of Poenai. Let me tell you about the history of the castle a little bit. In the 14th century, when it was built, this square tower was the original building. 50 years later, the famous Vlad the Impaler begins reconstructing the fortress around this tower and made what we like to call an eagle's nest in this beautiful mountain. So, quite difficult to come and conquer this fortress. Vlad the Impaler always had problems with the noblemen of the country. Some of them betrayed his father, Vlad Dracul. His father was killed. Vlad knew who actually betrayed his father. So at Easter time, he invited all these people for the Easter feast. And then all they were taken prisoners, brought up here and forced to work during the construction of the fortress. And some of them died during the construction.
So he essentially worked a lot of the nobility to death.
Yeah. So we are here at the square tower, the oldest tower of the fortress, built before Vlad the Impaler actually built the rest of the compound. In that famous siege, when Vlad was kept here with his army, he had his wife with him. And if she would have been taken prisoner by the Turks, she would have ended up in a harem and end up as a slave there. This would have been too great dishonor for her. So she committed suicide. She jumped into the river. It is here if you want to look for her troubled soul. So, guys, the real Dracula castle is yours for the night. Hope you survive it.